Today is Saturday. We're getting ready to head out to Chichen Itza. Taxi's here. It's going to take us to the ambiance. Hey, buddy.
Hey, good morning.
Y'all look like a ray of sunshine.
Ready?
Yeah, baby.
Go.
All right. We got good energy versus
Good.
everything we drank. We're still hanging in there pretty good.
Hopefully they don't serve tequila at the pyramids.
Please don't let there be tequila at Chichen Itza because we'll have to drink it all. All right, let's head out, folks. Ready to go to Chichen Itza? Get the crew with us. Chichen Itza. On the big old bus.
Very nice nugget.
Hey,
Getting ready to head out. They picked us up the Hotel Ambiance, and we're headed to Chichen Itza. All right, folks, we're headed to Chichen Itza. Look at this little table we got. Say hi, baby.
Yep.
Hey, party people. Hey. We're at Chichen Itza. It's a cool little table. I sat and she just asked, how long is it going to take? And I said, oh, we're almost there. She said, really? And it's going to be 3 freaking hours. So I hope y'all enjoy the movie. I could do some skits for y'all or something, some juggle.
we were looking forward to that already.
Okay.
So.
All right. All right, so we'll check in with everybody when we get closer. All right, so we're headed to Chichen Itza. We stopped at a little town at the entrance called, David, it's called Chichen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, little town.
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza. It's a little town outside of the entrance. A little store here we're at. Use the restroom. It's got a little restaurant here. It's pretty cool. Palapas. And then we're gonna get back on the bus. So it's nice to get down and stretch your legs a little bit. There's some souvenir shops here too. Put your you want to put your sunscreen on when you're here. And then next stop we will be at the pyramids, Mayan ruins.
$10. Help my family,
We're talking
please.
to these kids outside the store.
From my school. Take a look. $10.
See this one?
Ready? And the chicken taquito. And the one soda, brother.
20 for both.
Hello. Super 20, lady. Super 20.
No, two for 20.
Los dos por 20.
25.
25.
25.
Los dos.
25 years. 25 years. 25.
Los dos por $25.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
What? What is she? What am I doing?
The two for 25. This is Alush.
It's Alush Maya.
Alush Maya.
Yes.
Thank you, young man.
Gracias.
Gracias, amigos. Gracias, jóvenes.
Buen día.
Alright, we finally arrived at Chichen Itza.
Yes.
Hey, baby.
Hello.
She has our tour guides. They make us wear these name tags that say the guide's name. We got the little umbrella. Chichen Itza. Hi, guys.
Hey, enjoy the tour, enjoy them. Enjoy the life. Vive la vida loca. Yes. Smile all day. First of all, let me tell you something important. I am a Mayan descendant. My first language is Mayan. Second one is Spanish. Third one, I am trying to do my best in the language. Any reason you did not understand what I am saying in English? Pretend that you do and say yes, right? Always yes. Welcome to Chichen Itza. Today's Chichen Itza is divided in 3 different parts. 3 different parts or cities. Because this is according to different periods of construction. North side, right now, the center side and the south part. According with some investigations, archaeologists say the first 9 people found the south part of Chichen Itza, from the year 300 BC to 600 AD. Center side 600 to 900, and this part, the north side, the new Chichen Itza, was built from the year 900 to 1235 AD. 1225 AD is the last date that archaeologists found here in the north side. And today, according to some excavations, archaeologists discovered the first Mayan people built here in the north side, just here in the north side, a quadrangular platform, a stone platform, and upon this platform, they built the temples, the north side, the north sea. So, what does Chichen Itza means in the Mayan language? Do you have any idea what it means? By the way, did you hear for any chance how native people pronounce the name of this place? Because listen, sometimes people say in English like this, Chichen Itza, Chichen Itza, or like my colleague Norma, the guy that was talking with you on the bus, always with 3 tequilas, she say, chicken pizza, chicken pizza. In Spanish, it sounds like this, Chichen Itza. But remember, this name is not in Spanish, it's in Mayan language. And the real pronunciation in the Mayan language is this one. Listen. Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza. Can you repeat it?
Chichen Itza.
Very, very bad. Señores, this name has 2 different meanings because this is a different archaeology. Some archaeologists say that the meaning of chi is mouth, chen is the symbol, the sacred well, the sacrificial well we have here in this place in the city. It means witches, sorcerers, magicians, and ha water. Chichen Itza, in the mouth of the well of the sorcerers or magicians of the well. But other archaeologists say that the most acceptable meaning about the name is this one. Chi mouth, Chen, the symbol, the sacred well, and Itza. Itza, it's the name of the tribe, the people, the family, the rulers that live here. Chichen Itza, in the mouth of the well of the Itza family. So remember, the Mayan people had a calendar. And this is incredible because remember, for example, this Gregorian calendar we are using today has 365 days, right? Divided in 12 months with 28, 29, 30, and 31 days. Señores, Mayan calendar has 365 days too, but divided in 18 months with 20 days. 18 times 20, 360. And they have another extra month with 5 days. For the Mayan people, señores, those extra days are still today, because still today are using this calendar, are like a day off, unlucky days. It's still today Mayan descendants think that in those days the gods are frightened with the demons, with Satan. So in those days they are practicing rituals so they have the protections of the gods. So 365 days. This calendar, this Mayan calendar with 365 days, it's right there. That is the Mayan calendar, and that is the biggest calendar around this planet. This is a 3D calendar, a representation of the Mayan calendar. But maybe you are wondering where the calendar is. We can see all stone upon a stone, right? A bunch of stones. Where the calendar is. Señores, all the temple, it's a calendar. Let me distract you. This temple has 4 different staircases. Each staircase located in each cardinal point. So each staircase has 91 steps. 4 times 91, 364.
Wow.
The platform, the temple over there, 365 days. But 365 days divided in 18 months with 20 days. Where the 18 months are? Take a look at the right side. On the right side, we can see from here 9 platforms, one from the other. 9 on the right side, 9 on the other side, 18. 18 months, 20 days. Where the 20 days of the month are? Take a look up there, top of the temple, very, very top, in the roof, up there. We can see from here 4 tiny pieces of stones. Can you see those stones in the top?
Yeah.
Today are broken, anyway, because those stones had the shape of a quadrangular G. Señores, the shape of G for the Mayan people represent symbol of communication, symbol of the Milky Way, symbol of the wheel, and symbol of the snakes. So, we're 5 in each side, 5 pieces of stones in each side of the temple. 4 times 5, 20, the 20 days of the temple. But remember, they have another extra month with 5 days. The unlucky days. where the 5 extra days are. Take a look above the entrance. There's a face, there's a mask of the rain god named Chak. Can you see the face up there? Just take a look upon the face. On the face, on the mask, there are 2 lines around the temple, down the face, down the mask, 3 lines around the temple, representing the 5 extra days. So 365 days, the Mayan calendar here in front of us. Señores, the name of this calendar is this one. But this is the name of the calendar, it's not the name of the temple. The name of the calendar is this one. Hap, H-A-A-P, Hap. This means civil. And señores, still today, Mayan descendants use this civil calendar for agriculture. But I have something else, because let me tell you that this temple is not just a calendar. Also, Mayan people had a cycle of life with 52 years. 52 years. They thought, Mayan people thought that every 52 years the gods arrived here for destroy everything. So they thought that every 52 years the gods arrived here for destroy the temples, the cities, life, everything. But of course, when they observed it, when Mayan people observed after this period of time, after these 52 years, they observed that the sun appeared again, they observed that the stars were in the same position. In that moment, señores, Mayan people thought that the gods gave another opportunity to live. Another 52 years, another cycle of life for them. Well, also in that moment, Mayan people gave things to the gods for this new chance to live. But here the question is, how to please the gods? How to say things to the gods? Well, in this case, they renew everything. They changed everything. All things for new things. For example, they changed all the platforms for new platforms, all pottery for new pottery, idols for new idols. And please take a look here. Because something really important discovered by archaeologists is that every 52 years, the most important temple they had in that moment, just the most important temple they had in 52 years. Take a look here. They reused that temple and they built one on top. Like this picture and that temple. That temple has another inner temple, another substructure. I'm gonna show you later on back there on the other side, the entrance that was used at first visit. And señores, the 52 years, the cycle of life that my people have, it's right here, represented here in this temple. Because, take a look on the right side. On the right side, take a look at the first platform on the right side, down there. And the first platform down there, we can see from here 3 inner panels or 3 sunken panels. Can you see that? 3 sunken panels. Yes? So let's count just the sunken panels. In the first platform down there, we have 3. Take a look at the second platform. We have 3 sunken panels. In the third, we have 3 sunken panels. In the fourth, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, we have 3 sunken panels. But take a look at the last one on the only 2 sunken panels, right? So remember, we have 9 platforms. But señores, 8 of them with 3 sunken panels. So take a look at this. 3 times 8, 24. Plus 2 up there, 26. So 26 on the right side, 26 on the other side, 52. The cycle of life that might be. Something else. Let me show you this beautiful animal. Take a look here. Still today, we consider it as a holy bird. For Mayan descendants, it's a holy bird. Since the ancient times till today. The name of this bird, Quetzal, a famous Quetzal. Please take a look at the feathers. Because, señores, the feathers of this bird Quetzal were used only for the high priest, like symbol of beauty and power. And señores, this is incredible because exactly right here in front of where it's away, we're going to listen to the sound of this bird Quetzal. So, ready for the what? All right, señores. Thank you so much. I'm going to explain you something right there in front of the steps.
Okay.
Later on, we're going to move there in front. Right there in this shade, I'm going to finish the information on this temple. We have more about this one. Remember, this is the most important temple here in Chichen Itza. Later on, we're going to walk over there. We're going to visit ball field. Explanations. We have carvings inside. I'm going to explain the carvings, about the rituals. After that, we're going to be walking about the temple of the 1,000 pillars. After this, free time for pictures. Sounds good? Please, watch your step and follow me. Let's go.
I climbed to the top 15 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, 15 years ago. Me and my wife. And I got to the top. I was like, this is nothing. Oh, oh my God.
That is the problem.
Yeah. Hey, every step. Yeah. Hey, soy macho. You go, I got it there. Oh my God. Yeah, no. Un chichon. A kosher chichon. 15 years ago.
To go up, 2-3 seconds to come down.
Right.
That's why I love accidents here. Okay. Pay attention. Abracadabra.
Wow.
Here's?
Yeah.
So,
That's crazy.
what is that? It's Norma guys back there. Sometimes people say that the name of this sound is echo. But echo, it's the repetition of this sound several times, right? Echo,
Yeah.
echo, echo. So listen to this.
It's different.
There's no echo here. This is only once. Señores, the name of this sound is acoustic. Acoustic. By the way, today we're going to have the opportunity to hear echo in our temple. So you're going to hear the difference between repetition of the sound several times and this one that is only once. Señores, this is the sound that the bird Quetzal produces. Señores, the sound studied by the NASA. According to the NASA, this sound reproduces 1,500 vibrations per second. According to the NASA. Sale, gracias. Welcome, sir.
Yep.
Well, this city, I'm talking about the north side, also this temple, has from 50 to 90% of restorations. For example, when one of the most important explorers arrived here, that was John Lloyd Stevens. John Lloyd Stevens arrived here with Frederick Catherwood. Frederick Catherwood was an artist, a painter. Together, John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catherwood arrived here in Chichen Itza in the year 1839. So, when they arrived here, they found this temple in this condition. Check it. This is a painting of Frederick Catherwood, 1839. In this condition, they found it covered with vegetation. It's not good. So, when John Lloyd Stevens and Frederick Catherwood were here working restoring this temple, they found another inner temple, another substructure. Please, let me show you over here.
Okay.
Watch yourself and follow me. When the people visit the inner temple, people climb it 58 steps from bottom to top. Because take a look where it's back, where's the main chamber. 58 steps inside, 91 outside. In the inner temple, archaeologists discovered two idols, two figures, still today are inside. So they found this throne representing power used only for the high priest, original colors. Take a look here, because 73 pieces of jade in the body. Jade incrustations in the body, the most important precious stone of Mayan produced jade. In the same chamber, the same inner temple, archaeologists discovered this other idol. Here. This is famous here in the Mexican country and really, really important here in Chichen Itza. Take a look, please, up there. In the top of the temple, there's another one.
Yep.
Another one backside of that platform, another one back there. In total, archaeologists found 24 idols like this in this area. 24 idols like this. The name of this idol, Chagmol. Chagmol. Chag means the red color, mold cloth. Chagmol, red cloth. Why? Because, of course, when archaeologists found it first, they observed that it had the shape of a cloth and had a red color. Right here in the middle, there's a plate for this, where people put offerings. So, señores, this is a messenger between Mayan people and the Chichen Itza. And this is the most important temple here in Chichen Itza, built in honor of Ukul'an. Ukul means feathers and serpent. Ukul'an, feather serpent. And today, señores, according with some investigations, restorations, comparisons with another countries, cultures, and places, archaeologists, astronomers, epigraphers, engineers, mathematicians. Also, NASA say this. And by the way, today we're going to be talking about NASA because you know, today NASA is everywhere. Right? They are here in Chichen Itza, they're working in the south part. We don't know what they found. They don't want to tell us, but they are here. According to this group of students, they say that the most important cultures around this planet, just the most important cultures around this planet, build temples and pyramids everywhere with some kind of inclinations, okay, or ones with deviations. Always, everywhere, deviations to the northeast for produce some kind of astronomical phenomena. But we are talking about phenomena of light and shadows. For example, remember that in Egypt, people built a group of pyramids according to the positions of the stars. This is incredible here in Mayan. See, Mayan people built a group of temples according with the positions of the stars. In Egypt, some pyramids are with deviations to the northeast. Here in Mayan people built the most important temples with some kind of inclinations and ones with deviations for produce the same kind of astronomical phenomena. Remember, we are talking about phenomena of light and shadow. Also, NASA told us the most important Mayan cities, not temples, Mayan cities, were built according with the positions of the stars. Take a look here. According with the positions of the stars. Please take a look in Passover. For example, have you ever been in the Mayan city of Tulum? Somebody in Tulum? Sorry. Maybe you remember. Tulum, señores, it's a really, really small Mayan city. Just for to have an idea how small it is. This city, Chichen Itza, has 46 square kilometers. Incredible, because more than 2,000 temples, and these ones, platforms like those ones. Señores, the Mayan city of Tulum has 380 meters north to south, 165 meters east to west. Really small, but one of the most important Mayan city built here, all this place, all this peninsula, because that city, Tulum, was used like astronomical observatory. Because in Tulum, all the temples are with a tiny holes or windows in the different cardinal points. Holes, windows, doors, or entrances in Tulum were used to observe the movement of the celestial bodies. I can see some faces. Some of you are thinking, oh my God, this guy drank something in the morning. Let me show you some pictures of that city. This is just to have an idea how Tulum works. Take a look here. This is in Tulum. This is in Tulum. So in Tulum, in the different days, times, seasons, in different temples, it's possible to see, to observe the light of the stars, light of the planets, the moon, or the sun. Because remember, that city was used like astronomical observatory. And of course, the first planet the Mayan astronomers studied was the Venus planet. In honor of the planet, they built temples, platforms, they practice rituals, they give offerings, etc. But please take a look at this temple. Take a look at this temple. Now, can you see something wrong, something different in this temple? No? Can you see something wrong in this temple? If you see, this temple, it's in this position. It's like a delta, it's like a gravity, like a coming down. Señores, incredible. Mayan people built this temple up there in Tulum with 23 degrees of inclination for produce this phenomenon. June 21st, 5 o'clock in the morning, the sunrise, the temple get illuminated, marking the summer solstice. 5 o'clock in the morning, the sunrise, June 21st, 23 degrees of inclination. And here the question is, why 23 degrees of inclination? What that means? 23 degrees of inclination. What that means? Why not 21, 15, 1, 11? Remember that today, seniors, in the school teachers teach us that this planet has a circular shape. But today we know for all the technology we have today, also NASA told us that this planet has an oval shape and has 23.5 degrees of inclination. The same inclination that temple has. So the question here is, how many people knew at that time, without the technology we are using today, how they knew that building a temple in a special place with the degrees of inclination that this planet has, it's possible to produce an astronomical phenomenon. This is just an example, because please now, take a look at that. That's it. Señores, incredible. Mayan people built this temple exactly in the middle of all this peninsula with 17 degrees of deviations, not inclinations, deviations to the northeast, what produced another kind of astronomical phenomenon. And the same question is, what that means? Why 17 degrees of deviations? Why not inclination? Why not 23? Like 1 and 2? 17 degrees of deviations means something that today we call the famous magnetic north. The magnetic north that is located 17 degrees to the north. And take a look. Usually people build the temple like this. Take a look. This is the line that is dividing north and south. This is the temple. 2 equal parts, or east-west for equal parts. But for the 17 degrees of deviation that this temple has, Mayan people build this temple in this position to the northeast for produce another kind of astronomical phenomenon. March 21st, September 22nd, twice a year, that staircase, the north staircase, take a shape of a snake of light. Please take them down there, the first steps. You can see from here the snake heads. Can you see the snake heads down there? Let me show you this picture. I'm gonna give you the picture in a minute. Let me show you and explain. Take a look please down here. Down here the snake head illuminated. Down here the snake head. The snake head here. And this staircase, that staircase, the north staircase, take a shape of a snake. But take a look here, because snake of light. Snake of light. Señores, 7 triangles in the light, 6 triangles in the shade, give the shape of the snake. And this is twice a year. When the sun is on the other side, the light of the sun touches the corner of the temple, and the shade of the corner touches the staircase. But why March 21st, the most important day for Mayan? This is because here in this place, in this land, or in this peninsula, señores, the rainy season begins on May. But on March, we are changing seasons too, from winter to spring. So for the kind of weather that we have here, this changing from winter to spring. For the kind of weather, all kind of snakes, all the snakes change the skin. And this means, for Mayan people, for us, for everybody, that is the planting time. Why? Because the rain is coming. Change of seasons. March 21st, planting time. September 22nd, we have the same phenomenon. That September 22nd is the harvest time. So March 21st, Kukulkan, Federal Serpent, come down for fertilize the field. September 22nd, come down for the harvest. And take a look at the picture, because if you see some notice, for the 17 degrees of deviations that this temple has, the middle of the temple, it's in the light, the other middle is shadow, representing good and bad, day and night, life and death, duality. So, señores, everything for the Mayan people had a meaning, and of course, they painted, they carved everything in the temple or in the stones. Please don't forget number 7, don't forget number 9, number 13, everywhere. The most important cultures is those numbers. But today, those numbers for some cultures, tribes or families are lucky numbers, or people think unlucky numbers. For example, number 7 here, 7 triangles in the light. Number 9, 9 platforms, one on the other. And number 13, 7 triangles in the light and 6 in the shade, 13. So, señores, we have more than 30 minutes talking about this temple, because this is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. It's not Chichen Itza, it's not the city, just this temple, one of the 7 new wonders of the world. Very good. Talking about the number 7. Here in Chichen Itza, señores, archaeologists found 7 ball fields, ball courts. It's still today. Maybe we have more in the jungle, but still today, only 7 ball fields found by archaeologists. Right now, we're going to visit the biggest. Is the biggest ball field here in Chichen Itza, the biggest ball field in Mexico, the Mexican country, and the biggest ball field in Mesoamerica, old Mayan. Ball field, it's right there. We're going to walk over there. Later on, we're going to walk back there. I'm going to explain that platform. And after that, I will finish explaining Temple of the Warriors and Temple of the 1,000 Figures. After this, free time. Please, watch your step and follow me. Let's go. Vamos. Ball field in all the Maya land. I'm talking about 324,000 square kilometers in 5 different countries: Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Mexico, and the biggest ball field. The name of this temple, or the name of this ritual, is this one: Pok ta pok, pok ta pok. Close to me, please. I'm not close enough. Pok ta pok. Why pok ta pok? What does pok ta pok means? Means place of the sound. Why place of the sound? Because, señores, when people touch the ball, when people hit the ball produces a sound, right? Poke, the poke, the poke, the poke, the poke, the poke, the poke. But take a look here, because, señores, only with the elbows, hips, and knees, people touch the ball. Of course, those parts covered with skins of animals. But, señores, if some of the players hit the ball with another part of the body, no was covered with skins of animals, the ball sounds, the ball produces a sound 7 times. 7 times. Pay attention and listen this.
Seven.
Listen this. Listen this. Ha! Ha! Ha! Ha! 7 times.
Wow.
Señores, each team had 7 players. Once again, number 7. 6 on the right side, 6 on the other side. One of the captains running on that platform, the other captain right here on this platform. The ritual, because was a ritual, no was a game, the ritual consists that they introduced a rubber ball up there for the rings. The idea was to give the ball to the captain, and the captain produced the ball for the rings, using elbows, hips, and knees. Señores, of course, those parts covered with skins of animals. The smaller ball that archaeologists found has 3 kilograms, 28 centimeters of diameter. The biggest one, 5 kilograms and a half, 43 centimeters of diameter. But the second most important bishop that arrived here, Diego de Landa, observed this ritual in another Mayan city, and he wrote in his book, during 3 days, Diego de Landa said, during 3 days practicing this ritual, nobody introduced the ball through the rings. It was so difficult, but they moved the ball side to side. This represents the movement of the sun, and they counted how many times the ball touched the field in the side or the other side. According to the number, it's going to be the winner or the loser. I'm going to talk about this later. Please, let me show you right here the categories. Remember, 7 players in each team. Close to me, please. For to find the first player, take a look down there. Down there we have the sandals. Those are the legs. This is the body and the face up here. First player. Second player here. Sandals, legs, body, no face. The third one right here. Sandals, legs, body, face up here. The fourth one here, face up here. The fifth one right here, face up here. For me, the best one is the 6th. Easy to see all the ornaments in the body in very good condition. Preserved in a good condition. Sandals, legs, body, face, the head, has a big headrest, we can see the feathers. Also, we can see the protectors in the elbows, the hip, and the knees. On the right hand, a racket, used for touch the ball at the beginning of the ritual. But, take a look at this one here, the 7th one. Take a look at the position of this one. If you see this one, it's kneeling. But, take a look at the neck, no head, beheaded. From the neck, once again, number 7. Take a look, 7 snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 snakes representing the blood for fertilizing the field, land the milpas. Take a look at the snake that is here in the middle, this one, because if you see this snake become a plant, for the kind of flowers up here and the fruits down here, it's representing the squash. Señores, let me tell you that Mayan people planted 3 different seeds at the same time, the same hole. Corn, beans, squash. Grow up the corn, around the corn, the beans, and try to keep all the time fresh, humid, wet the field, and the field is squash. It's thought today Mayan people use this kind of agriculture, but today the name of this kind of technique is symbiosis. In this other side, another group of players, 7 players here, but take a look at this one here. Take a look at this one here. Sandals, legs, body, face. Right hand right here. And please, take a look. The left hand. The left hand.
Enseño.
This is the head of the other cat. Can you see the head?
Yep.
This is the trophy. This is the offering for the gods. Right here in this other hand, sacrificial knife. There in the middle, symbol of death for us, symbol of life for the Mayan people. Take a look at the mouth. From the mouth, symbol of the speech, symbol of communication. Communication between Mayan people and gods. Seniors, still today we have some archaeologists, 2, 3, maximum 4 archaeologists, that they don't know, they don't want to tell us which captain was killed, the winner or the loser. Some archaeologists say the winner was killed because only high class, the best people had the honor, the opportunity to go with the gods. All the archaeologists say no way who said the loser was killed. But today we know, for all the investigations by archaeologists, for the 70% of skeletons studied by archaeologists, according with archaeologists, the skeletons from people that were used just for sacrifices, for the shape of the head that the skeleton had, the formations of heads that Mayan people traced, and for all the ornaments in the body, represent the people of the high class. That's why today, 70% of archaeologists say the winner captain, just the winner captain was killed for to be a messenger between Mayan people and gods. Messengers. Remember that in our cultures, used slaves, but slaves were offerings. Señores, this is an offering. This is an offering. This piece of wood, it's an offering. But this gentleman, it's a messenger. It's different. Right? Now take a look at that temple. Because if you see that, señores, that temple is smaller than the other one in the other side. Señores, 168 meters from that temple to the other one. And you can talk inside of the temple and we can hear very, very clear your conversation up there. So this is acoustic. Wow. Take a look in the middle of the pillar. In the floor there is a stone. That stone has a circular shape. If you throw down a coin on that stone, you're going to hear the sound of the coin up there, acoustic. But how Mayan people built this temple with acoustic? Take a look in front of us. Take a look at the ring for people to produce the stone, the ball. Or take a look at the shape of the ring. If you see, señores, that ring, it's divided the wall exactly in 2 parts. But take a look on the right side. Because on the right side, we have bigger stones. Yes? Now take a look back here, vice versa. On the right side, we have bigger stones too. So this means that we have the biggest here. Señores, we have a mix. The people, remember this kind of stone we have here in all these things, it's limestone. You know, it's very easy to rainwater. You know, sometimes rainwater has some kind of minerals, sometimes has some kind of salts, sometimes some kind of acids. So the mineral that the stone absorbs, the mineral that the stone has inside, are different kind of salts. In the case of this temple, here we have acoustic and we have 8. Now, 7 players on the right side and 7 on the other side. 7 plus 7, 14. Without one, without the captain was killed, 13. 13 players, 13 triangles in the main temple. We have 13 full moons in the year, 7 players, 7 snakes, 7 ball fields, 7 echoes, Kabbalistic numbers used by Mayan people. Once again, listen to this. Seven. where they observe this ritual. High class in the temple, the other temple too. High priest, governors up there, and middle class up on the platform. In the backside of the walls, there are some kind of steps that people use to climb up to see to watch the ritual. Low class, no opportunity to stay. Let's find a shade.
Maşkabalık. İşba.
Are you fine, senor?
Perfecto.
Please, I know right now it's an excellent day, nice weather.
Yes.
But I know that for some people this is terrible for the weather. Humidity is the problem here in this place. And maybe you observed an ambulance over there. So please, if you feel sick, if you feel that you're going to faint for humidity, if you feel bad, let me know. Here in Chichen Itza we have doctors, right? We have paramedics, we have ambulances, we have medics, we have funerals, we have everything.
Sacrificios también.
All inclusive service. What can you see here? Skulls, right? Last week somebody told me faces. Would you like to have a face like that? Not today, please. Not with me, not in this way. The name of this platform is Ompanku means cemetery. But for the shape, for the size, it's not a cemetery. It's just a platform built in honor of death. Here, archaeologists found 1,844 skulls carved here around all these platforms. And take a look because we have the small ones, we have big ones, we have the smiling, crying, etc. Also, this platform has been related with the ball field because some archaeologists say that after the ritual in the ball field, high priest came here with the head of the captain. They put the head in a stick. Please, take a look down here in the neck, the stick. Here, here in the neck, here, up here in the middle. And the stick with the head is on this platform, like a trophy, like offerings or gifts. And senores, this is another reason why when the conquerors arrived here, they destroyed everything. Conquerors arrived here and they observed that tables, platforms, books, idols, books had paintings, carvings, and just one. Human skulls up here, or snakes in temples, and they thought that were cities built in honor of Satan. Remember, the idea at that time was to introduce here the Catholic religion. That's why they destroyed it. But when the conquerors arrived, Diego de Landa, the second most important bishop here, the only one that had the opportunity at that time, 1562, to destroy in only one day more than 5,000 Mayan copies. Codex were books for the people paying to carry the most important information, scientific information, present, past, and future. Survived only two of these books. One is in the city of Dresden, Germany, the other one Madrid, Spain, the other one Paris, France. No one here in Mexico. The most important is the book that is in Dresden, because it speaks of astronomy, alignment planets, equinox, solstices, and pre-Hispanic medicine. Why no one here in Mexico? Mexican government required these books, but they say, you Mexico, you don't have enough technology for preserve. Which kind of technology they're using? It's a crystal box. According to the humidity outside, it's gonna be air conditioned. I think you have this technology today on board of your bus, no? In your room, in your hotel, maybe your car, your office, air conditioned. The point of it, those books are in museum. If you want to see, you need to produce money for this. The most important treasures from the most important countries, cultures, are in other places. The second question, why Diego de Landa destroyed books? When they arrived here, when those conquerors arrived here, they discovered that all the knowledge that might we had were these books. Present, past, future knowledge. What were those books? So remember, on that time, I am a head priest, I was reading a lot of books. On that time, it's impossible. I have a lot of knowledge, but it's impossible that this gentleman, this inventors, be smarter than me, right? That's why I'm gonna destroy your culture, I'm gonna destroy your knowledge. That was the idea, destroy everything. You can't be smarter than me. That was the idea. Let me show you the last one. Archaeologists decided to remove this stone for avoid more accidents. People came here, they were taking pictures, but they never seen this stuff. And boom, hold on. So archaeologists decided to remove this stuff. Señores, 5 months cleaning around for remove it. They discovered that it's not a circular stone. Circular pillar with 6 meters deep. 4 years later, cleaning around, they discovered a few temples. This means, in this moment, we are walking upon a Mayan city. There's a Mayan city, right? Why? Because remember that at the beginning of the explanation, I was mentioning that this city, Chichen Itza, was built, the north side was built upon a small plain. But here in Chichen Itza, we have 2 different cultures. We have the Mayan culture and we have the Toltecs culture. Mayan people here were peaceful. They were students. They were the best astronomers, physicians, engineers, doctors here in this part of this planet. Because the other side of the planet, the Egyptians were the best. That in this side, this part of the planet, Mayan people were the best. They never practiced sacrifices. They gave offerings to the gods. Those offerings were precious stones, seeds, foods, animals, skins, fat of animals, etc. But in the year 900 after Christ arrived here from the central part of Mexico, another culture, the Toltecs. Toltecs were aggressive. Toltecs were warrior people. So when the Toltecs arrived here, Mayan people as a peaceful people accepted Toltec culture. But the Toltecs as aggressive culture, when they arrived here, they found a city and they wanted to show the power that they brought here. So they found a city here, they covered that city with stones, they built a platform, stone platform, and upon that platform they built the Mayan and Toltec city. And right here on this side we can see the mix of the 2 cultures. Mayan culture here in this knowledge, in this temple, and the Toltec culture in sacrifices right there. Please, come with me, let me show you the idol that is up there. Come over here. I'm gonna finish here after this free chop.
When you say "Como estás" in Mayan, is Mash Kabalik or Wish Kabalik?
Bash Kabalik.
Bash Kabalik. Bash Kabalik is in Bishba.
Bishwa. Yeah.
Bash Kabalik and Bishba.
Bishwa.
Gracias.
Gracias. Jumbotic.
Jumbotic.
Jumbotic.
Jumbotic.
Jumbotic means God with you. Jumbotic.
Jumbotic.
Thank you.
Como vaya con Dios.
Yeah.
Ah, ya vamos a dormir.
Vamos a ¿dónde aprendieron eso?
Yo soy,
Yucatec.
¿Dónde?
bueno, tengo 34 años viviendo en Cancún.
Los cancunenses.
Yo viví hace 20. Yo estuve viviendo en Cancún 25 años y soy de este estado. Regresé durante la pandemia. Me hizo Cancún así. Vamos. Take a look. The idol. Take a look, señores. Right now we have circular pillars, and right here in front we have quadrangular pillars. Señor, you want to kill her? So let's talk about circular pillars. Right there. Right there. The name of the temple, Temple of the 1,000 Pillars. Señores, still today we don't know the original names of the temples. Archaeologists give the names for the things that they found inside, outside, or around. For example, the name of this one, Temple of Kukulkan, just because it has the representation of the Federal Sword. Ball field looks like a place for games. The temple here in front, Temple of the Warriors, because we have carvings representing warriors, and on the right side, Temple of the 1,000 Pillars, because it looks like thousands of pillars. Talking about that, Temple of the 1,000 Pillars. In total, we have 260 pillars. 260, it's the number of days that the Venus planet appeared in the afternoon. 260 is the number of days in a religious Mayan calendar. 260 is the number of days in the cycle of the moon, and 260 is the number of days of women pregnant. Had a thatched roof, and in different days, different tribes, camels arrived there for exchange products. So it was a market. But the people that lived around Chichen Itza, the people that lived inside of this peninsula, came here for exchange. Different kind of seeds. Seeds of corn, beans, squash, feather of animals, skin of animals, salt, cattle, fish, but other tribes, people that live outside this peninsula, from Belize, from Guatemala, Honduras, also people from El Salvador arrived here for exchange precious stones, like gold, silver, jade, quartz, obsidian, etc. Because remember, here in this place, in this peninsula, we have no precious stones. There is a small platform right there. From that platform to the left, we have quadrangular pillars. Quadrangular pillars are with warriors' cabins. The name of this temple, Temple of the Warriors. Take a look at the idol that is up there. Take a look, it's in the middle.
Está el señor Chac,
Let me show you this.
¿Cuál es?
el dios de la lluvia. Chacmol,
Chacmo, yeah.
Chacmol es el mensajero y Chac es
el dios de la lluvia.
solamente con una A larga.
Sí.
Es el dios. That idol is this one. This one, it's up there. Okay? This idol, it's up there. In the back side of that idol is this stone platform. In the back side of that idol is this stone platform. Señores, this platform was used for this kind of ritual. Take a look. Take a look. The best warrior was killed. Remember, always the best for the gods. And remember, in the ball field, the winner captain was killed, the best. In the sacrificial well, archaeologists found 224 human skeletons, all of them representing people of the high class, the best people. And right here, best warrior. But take a look here, because in this way, in this position, it's easier to pull out the heart. And in this position, they put the heart up there in the middle of the checkmate, like offerings for the gods. Something else. Take a look. It's in the middle. June 21st and December 22nd, twice a year, we can see this. Take a look where the sun is, where the sun appears, where the sun is posing for the picture. Exactly in the middle of the eye. And this is June 21st and December 22nd. June 21st, 5 with 10 minutes in the morning. December 22nd, 5 with 12 minutes in the morning. And this means in that temple we have equinoxes, and this other one, solstices, right? Now take a look at this, because March 21st, it's right there. June 21st, right here. September 22nd and December 22nd. So March, June, September, December, March, June, September, December. For the Mayan people was, or is still today, how the sun is moving in the different seasons. Remember, senors, still today we have people right there living in the jungle. It's the same people that still today think that the sun is moving. Today, you know, I know, we know, for all the technology we have today, we know that the sun is not moving. So, March 21st means that is the planting time. June 21st, longest day. September 22nd, the harvest time, and December 22nd, longest night, shortest day of the year. Change of seasons. Señores, thank you so much for your kind attention. I hope you liked it. Just a big favor. If you liked it, my name is Rangel. If you don't, my name is Carlos. Right?
Carlos G.
Thank you so much. Keep enjoying your vacations. Thank you. You're welcome.
Las piedras del sacrificio.
Inteligencia, mucha inteligencia, Lucas, inteligencia. Sígame, follow me. A corrernos un poquito por acá para quedar de frente a una de las...
Climbed this 15 years ago. They let us climb it, and it was a struggle coming down.
A la derecha, vamos a ver un personaje que viene a en el suelo sin cabeza. Ese personaje sin cabeza es el chorro de sangre con la serpiente la número 7, la número 2. Flores, mazorcas, frutos,
What are y'all getting?
Oh, he wants to get shot glasses. He's wanting to get two for Mike and Lisa.
Oh, cool.
And then for us, we like to do shot glasses.
Yes.
They're pretty.
Very real nice.
What do you think, D?
What's that?
What?
I give you 4 for 20, no problem.
4 for 20? $5 a piece. What do you think, Dee?
Can I see them?
Is that good?
That's freaking nice. Those are nice. Baby, come with the men. They're nice.
I have one like a little bit less, but different quality. It's only a little bit single.
How much are those?
Normal price is 120 each, 480 pesos. But I'm told you I give you 20 for 4.
And how much are those?
This one, this is 90 pesos.
You want to do those, babe? So how much for 4 of these? These 4.
4 of those is 90 pesos. 360.
So that's in dollars.
In dollar is 18.
18 for 4 of these. What do you want? You want to do that? Or what do you want to
Which
do?
ones do you like better, really?
I don't know. Let me see one of those again.
Yeah.
Please, thank
Beautiful
you.
work.
Please, yeah. I don't know, which one do you think? We should get,
Can I
what
see?
if we do this
Oh,
one?
yeah. I saw that one. Those are nice, bro.
This one?
I mean, both of them are nice. It's not like your regular shot glass, you know.
Yeah.
It's got some.
The writing is not going to wash off when you use
Yes, right.
it first time. All the
Yes.
letters come off you.
Yes.
Those are the original. I mean, everybody's got those. I mean, nobody
Right.
has those.
No one has those.
Because we can get 4 different colors of these. You and me one, and
Two
Lisa
blue,
and
two
mine.
pink, right?
Ooh, that's cool.
There's a purple one too.
Lisa purple and me pink. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Those one?
Is that the only colors? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me wrap it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. 4 for 20.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
All right.
I really wish I had the money to buy a Jaguar. I think they're cool.
What a Jaguar. Like a car?
The car or
No,
the
like-
animal?
Like a Jaguar.
Oh.
Oh, one of these. You gotta specify.
$100 for them or something.
Oh yeah, he's kind of confusing me.
Bahush.
I always
Bahush
Jaguar
Balam.
too, babe.
Hola amigo. Este.
Bahush Balam.
Bajush. Maya.
That's Mayan.
Eh,
I just asked him in Mayan how much for the
Bajush
Jaguar.
is Maya.
Yeah.
Bajush is
Maya.
Maya. Yeah.
Bajush
how
Balam?
much? 700 pesos.
700 pesos?
Yeah. Beautiful work. One.
Look at it, Shane,
One
just
piece.
real quick. We may get it next time. Shane.
It's one piece.
Dude, that's got some weight to it, bro.
How much are these?
Here we go. Special price now.
Okay, you super glue.
Yeah, moonstone. Yeah, I have some moonstone. What?
Whoa. Okay.
50 and then
You had a tequila shot while I was gone?
7.8. Yeah, natural stone.
Yeah. One tequila shot, I'm already back in the game. I'm so saturated.
Jesus. We're going to have to censor some of this video in a bit. What, baby? It's dos. Oh, God, we got to go.
Oh, God. We got to go. They said 2:30,
Yeah.
remember?
Oh, they did?
They said 2:30, but they said 2 o'clock. Me, telling everybody, like,
Okay.
you know how that game goes.
Okay.
So.
Thank you for letting us know. I know.
36. 36 that.
36? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. I may come
Other
back and get it.
places from Cancun, Tulum, maybe like $150 US.
Yeah.
For taxes.
No, I'm not going to get it right now.
Natural
nice.
road. Natural road.
Yeah, it's nice.
What about the white one?
The white one, that's 30. It's a little bit small. That's white quartz. You know white quartz?
Mm-hmm. Quartz.
Yeah. Quartz, that's 30.
How much was this one you said?
The bracelet is 150. That one 200 pesos. It's more a little bit longer. Like
Yeah. How much?
like $10.
$10.
Yes.
40 for both.
Hmm? Give me 50.
No, just this one.
This is 35.
Just this one, not that one. This one.
This one, that's 30.
How much?
30.
30.
30 and 35 this.
And then
That's good. Beautiful.
Can I wear it like that? You think it'll be okay?
Yeah, I think that's okay, yeah, really.
Rather than
Oh, I didn't see
taking
you
it
get
apart?
that.
Huh? What do you think?
Yeah.
It's cute.
that's and that.
Double. It's 40. Let me wrap.
What is it? 40?
40.
Alright, we're here at the restaurant. Is that just a salad there? Or?
Yes, salad.
Shane's gonna eat a salad. We're at the restaurant and we just finished our tour of Chichen Itza.
A little of that. Yes. Poquito, a little of that. Yes, please.
Salad, cucumber, ranch dressing.
Yes, cucumbers and tomatoes.
Cucumbers. Poquito más salad.
What is that?
Thank you.
Which one's better?
Cucumber
Just a little bit.
and
One each.
Poquito lechuga. Poquito. Y repollo. Yeah. The pepino. Yeah. Y dos o tres sandías. Yes. Ah, perfecto. Gracias.
De nada, señor.
First, is that
What do you have, baby?
sopa de lima?
Oh, that's what I want.
Yeah, sopa de
Is that
lima. Yes. And a salad is the first. Later, it's coming more.
What's this?
It's a agua de horchata.
Okay. And I got a beer from Yucateco.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sieba. ¿Cómo se dice? Sieba.
Ceiba.
Sieba. Provecho, mi amor.
Igualmente, Bobby. Ándale, ándale.
My God. Woo! Hey! Look, ¿qué una mini hamburguesa? Uno mini hamburguesa? Yeah. Pizza dos. Tengo mucho hambre.
Bueno, te voy a poner 3.
Y
Pescado.
yeah, poquito pescado.
¿Algo más?
Y the puré de papa.
Puré de papa. Espagueti.
No, porque vegetables. It's
Ensalada.
yeah. Especially aquí por la.
¿Te lo pongo?
Oh, different things. Está bien.
¿La cacheta o la de ustedes?
Perfecto.
Aquí tienes en el...
Gracias. Jane. Did you jump? Where at? This platform? I thought there was a higher one. Because the one in private farming, it's like, I mean, it's up there. CENOTE? So you have to take a shower, or you can get a locker if you want, changing room. I'll check it on. Let me put it in the Agora. Yeah, I'll come back and get it. Yeah. The GoPro. Just jump off it? Okay. The damn camera conked out right when you got up there.
What?
The camera conked out right when you got up there.
Oh no.
You got to do it again. The camera messed up right when y'all got up there.
No way.
You gotta do it again.
I gotta do it again?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You did. I swear to God I can't believe it. This is badass thing. Chain and satin. Satin! Satin! Woo! Let's go! That guy, that's that's some good shit. Here goes Shane. Here he goes. Oh my God, no. That crazy fucker. Dude, I got it that time.
There you go.
It feels good, don't it? The Cenote in Playa del Carmen, it's like you're higher than this second little shelf right here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's where it takes your breath, you know.
Go on this up. I'm submerged.
Y'all make it a video?
It's not warm.
Make it a video all together with the waterfall for the private,
Okay.
for the private archives.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put this private, hold on. Okay. I thought y'all were gonna hug or something under the. There we go. Y'all get under the waterfall. Shane, y'all hug under the waterfall here. I want to make y'all a love video.
That's enough.
Every time. But otherwise I would not get in the water.
This city was founded on May 28, 1543. Francisco de Montejo, the nephew, was the founder of the city. It used to be a city just like Chichen Itza with lots of temples and platforms and ball fields, ceremonial areas, but none of that stands anymore. We see as we get closer and closer to the downtown area how the buildings that were designed by the Spanish architects, they would use the stones from these ancient temples to create the new city, as well as the churches, the cathedrals, the monasteries, and the homes of the conquistadors. And today, the name of the city, which is Valladolid, has become a historical landmark. But the Mayan name of this place used to be Saki, which means the city of the white cock. At the time of the Spanish arrival, the city had approximately 6,000 people. Today, Valladolid has approximately 50,000 people. All of the population is divided in little neighborhoods or barrios, where every single one has a church. There's a town patron, like for instance in the downtown area is San Servacio. Out here is the patron of San Bernardino. Then on the other side of the city is Santa Ana. As we leave Valladolid, you'll find Santa Lucia. Okay, those are the different suburbs. And well, this is a very strategic area for commercial activity. In the early mornings, people from the neighboring towns gather here with fruits, vegetables, some of their local produce. They sell it to the city people, to the people of the city, and with the money they make, well, this is where they would buy the things they don't make themselves, like clothing, shoes, house appliances, you know, maybe some articles from the supermarket, like chocolate, sugar, like books, you know, things that they normally don't get in their towns.
Yeah.
You can see on the corners of the buildings that on purpose they left the plaster out, so you can see the stone tiles like the ones we saw at the monuments of Chichen Itza. Today the city of Valladolid is painted with what we call pastel colors. Okay, very, very modest colors, and they still preserve the same facades. We see that during this Hispanic time, the ceilings, they were one-story buildings, but they're a little bit taller. In fact, we can't see it from here, but it has like a conch kind of shape, because on the top of the ceilings is where they used to collect the rainwater. And well, the walls are very thick. They don't have a front yard, they don't have a backyard, but they have a central part, like a central patio, so all the buildings would be constructed around. Many of the windows still have the original wooden windows, as well as the iron bars. They kind of give you the impression of maybe a prison, but the reason why they really put the bars is to protect the families that were living there. They knew that at any moment the Mayans would rebel against the Spanish families. And from 1847 to 1900, we had a terrible war called the Caste War, which was the last time that Mayan people fought against the Spaniards, who were very oppressive. They had been taking the haciendas and they were using the
Couples will
Mayans
sit in these
as
chairs.
slaves. So they decided
You sit on one side, the other,
to abolish their
and you talk to
slavery.
each other.
They also
Just
fought so they can
talking.
be the owners
Yeah.
of their properties, so that they can
They
have the
remained
right
it.
to education and free of speech.
See, these people are
The
here.
church that we're looking at here on our
That couple.
right hand side is the one that is made in honor to San Servasio. It's very plain. It almost gives you the impression of a fortress. The yellow building in front of us is City Hall. You can tell by the archways and the balconies. And if you take a look at the park, it's quite romantic. Has a very French touch to it, you know, with a fence that surrounds it. There's a fountain in the middle where there's a lady who we call Mestiza, which are the ladies who have the mixed blood, who wear the beautiful dresses with the embroideries. And on the corners of the park, you can see the chastity seats. They're the white ones that are facing each other. And the reason why we call them chastity seats, because there you can sit with your partner. And you can talkie and looky, but you can't touch the cookie. Yes, you see that? So it's a very romantic place. In the afternoons, people like to walk around. They like to enjoy some guitar music, a little bit of poetry. And then in front of us, right next to the red building, there's a pink construction. That is the house of the conquistador. The house of the conquistador today is a very prestigious hotel. All right. And by the way, after the caste war, the government of Mexico decided to exile some of these Spanish families. And all of their homes were we're going to drop you off at each of your hotels. Some of you are not staying in Cancun, but north of Cancun. So there will be a couple of vehicles that will help us to do your transfer as fast as possible and as safe as possible too. Notice today is that many times on our tours we do get a chance to travel with people of different parts of the United States, sometimes people of different nationalities, and sometimes on the buses we would have to speak in different languages. There's a great diversity of age frames that visit us every day, and as a travel company like Cancun Passion, believe me, it's very difficult to please everybody at the same time. That is why at the end of the tour, we like to know your feedback. I'm going to ask Carlos to provide for you a little survey. You know, just a couple of questions. Only 100 questions about the history of the Mayans. See how you're doing? I'm just kidding. No, just some information about, you know, like for instance, the person that booked you the tour, did they give you the correct information about what you were going to do? If they told you to bring towels, you know, things like that. If the information, or was the bus comfortable? Was Irvin a good driver for us? Did he keep this bus nice and clean and cool? Also, the information that was provided by the tour guides, was it accurate? Did you like it? Or today it was Hugo, it was Carlos, some of you went with Rangel, Norma. We were your tour guides today. And on the other side, we'd like for you to comment about lunch. Did you like the food? Okay, do you have any suggestions about the tour in general? It would be really, really nice. You can let us know. At the bottom, they ask you to please write down your name and the hotel you're staying at. And that's because if you have any bad comments, we know where to find you. No, just kidding. No, just to make it official. Just to make it official. Every evening our manager gets a chance to read these, and this is how we try every time to improve our services, our personalized service for you. Okay, so we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Came back from Chichen Itza. Now we're over here at a restaurant close to our house. Been open about 6 months. Got the whole gang here. What did everybody get? Looks good.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah, looks good. You got the shrimp pasta? It's good. You good, baby?
Yeah.